So, what's up, you guys? I hope you're having a great day so far. Well, we obviously all saw the result of Pereira versus Ankalaev, and I gotta say, I was surprised by both fighters. So, first, we gotta give some credit to Ankalaev. He said that his coaches came up with a perfect game plan, and he followed through with it, even though it wasn't the most exciting game plan. The entire fight, he basically controlled the distance, pressured Pereira to the cage, and even held him there for the entirety of round four. And he also caught him pretty good at the end of the second round, which was quite surprising. Now, I was also surprised by Pereira for defending all takedowns. Which he definitely worked on, because Ankalaev didn't even get one single takedown. He almost got one takedown at the end of round five, but Pereira definitely improved on his grappling skills. Although I gotta say that he was on the back foot a lot and couldn't get as much success in his striking as he usually does in his fights. I mean, you could you could see it was kind of strange for him to fight this way. Like he was very timid in this fight, probably because of the threat of the takedown, which he had actually no real problem of defending. So yeah, that's that. And at the end, like between rounds four and five, you could even hear Glover saying that he needs to let it go. Like he needs to try to get a finish because they knew they were down 3 rounds to 1. He needs to go forward more to push and win this fight. And who knows, maybe he could have won the fight if he pushed forward more and didn't back up that much in the final round. Because I think that was the deciding round on who was going to win this fight. Now, let's discuss what's next for both of these guys. A lot of people are calling for an immediate rematch, which could be granted to Pereira since he defended the belt 3 times before that in a row, and in impressive fashion too. He finished all three of his previous opponents, and I think the majority of people were going into this fight thinking that he was going to continue his finishing streak. Now, another funny thing is, for anybody who saw the post-fight press conference, like Daniel was basically asked the question like if he thinks Pereira should get an immediate rematch, and he said yes. Like if you watch, but then if you watch like shortly before they announced the winner at the end of the fight, like they were like when they're reading the scorecards, like I could already tell that Ankalaev was the winner, not just because of the fight, but because Dana didn't look happy at all. Like it's quite funny. Like if like the fan favorite fighter of his loses, like you could already see it, like in his facial expression, like he's pretty upset. Like the same thing I think was when Marab was crowned the champion against Sean O'Malley. Like you just see it. It's quite funny. And Ankalaev, or let's better say Ali Abdelaziz, even commented on Twitter saying that he would give him an immediate rematch, and he also like said that he respects him and thinks he's a great fighter. Like my personal opinion is that I think Pereira should actually take some time off because we have to remember, the guy is a very active fighter. He has been dealing with a lot of injuries this last year and even fought with them. Like I think he broke his toe with the in the fight with Prohaska, or I think even Jamal Hill, and he even fought on with that in the fight with Khalil Roundtree. And he also had a call at the same time. But yeah, along with the injuries, a lot of people are forgetting. The guy is 38 years old. Like he's not like a young buck, so to speak. And I think yeah, Pereira should just take some time off, rest a bit, and maybe get a second fight in later this year. Maybe either it could be a rematch with Ankalaev, or he could even go up to heavyweight. He can basically do what he wants at this point of his career. Now I think Ankalaev should either fight Prohaska, which is actually a very interesting fight since Prohaska is a pressure-heavy fighter, and Ankalaev likes to counter a lot. He's more of a counter striker. And that's actually a fight that I've been wanting to see for a while because you, there's not much else for Ankalaev in the division. I mean, Jamal Hill has to get a few wins back first, and they also lost to Prohaska. And yeah, the only other guys in the division like that I could see having a chance against Ankalaev are either Blachowicz, I mean, which they fought before, and he's like the only fighter that got Ankalaev to a draw. So that says a lot about his competitiveness. And another fighter also who's kind of flying under the radar is Carlos Olberg. And since Blachowicz and Olberg are going to be fighting later this March, I think he should either fight the winner of that fight or Jiri Prochazka. I mean, yeah, that's the most logical sense here. So yeah, what do you guys think?